Now, being a nerd for theming, I have been looking forward to this hotel stay for quite some time, but it's an airport hotel. I know what you're thinking, how fun, how exciting can an airport hotel be? Well, this one is going to mix it up a bit and maybe even change your thinking about airport accommodation. It's the TWA Hotel at JFK in New York. Now, it is the only airport hotel situated within the confines of the JFK airport. So straight away, a big win, and of course it would be being that close to the actual main terminal, the JetBlue Terminal 5. This one actually has a back door out into that particular terminal of the airport. So yeah, again, straight away, that's incredible. But once you get inside, you'll see theming here of Disney World proportions. Yes, if Disney did airport hotels, this would be it. It really takes you back at every turn. Every nook and cranny of this hotel is infused with vintage, golden age airport travel and aviation. From the rooms, which look out onto the runway, from the hotel pool, which is on the very top floor, again overlooking the runway and heated to absolute perfection. There's restaurants in here as well, but it's that airport, that aviation theming that really wins the day for this hotel. It only popped up in 2019, and no sooner had it opened, of course, the COVID pandemic came along. So it's only really now in the last year or so people are beginning to discover this hotel. Now, I'll get to how much I paid for a runway view room for the night for 4 people, 2 adults, 2 kids in a double queen room. That to come at the end of the video. But for now, come inside and join me in perhaps one of the most quirky stays I've been in so far on the channel, the TWA Hotel at New York's JFK. Before I take you inside, let me just sort of point out a few things. Here is the main terminal. This was used as TWA's main terminal from 1922 right through that golden age of aviation we spoke about. That's where the lobby is now inside, and that's where you'll check in. Some of the restaurants and some of the other quirky things that I'll show you are inside here. There's 2 towers. This tower over here, I think this is the Hughes one where I'm at. There's this other tower over here. They are reachable by those tunnels, and again, those tunnels are quite famous as well. They've been used in lots of movies, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that when we head through them later as well. You'll see just how close this is to the airport at the other side with the rooms right out there on the runway. You can maybe hear some of those jet-powered engines firing up in the background, and then over here you've got the tramway that connects the terminals that runs along here. You've got the tower over here, and we are going to go inside and explore TWA. So there's over 500 guest rooms in here in total. It's a huge airport, and straight away you think you've arrived in the terminal. It just looks like an airport terminal because of course that's what it once was for all these years. So it's a really cool thing they've managed to do here in turning something with maybe, well, I wouldn't say with minimal effort, but turning something into a modern hotel that already had of course so much connection with airport and aviation. Over here, I'll tell you about that in a little second, that airplane right outside the window. That's not what it looks like. The place is absolutely crammed with classic TWA memorabilia. Lots of information and artifacts that take you way back on that history of the golden age of aviation, but of course even things like the pilots' uniforms that they would have worn back in the 1960s. They've got even all these little breakout kind of retro photo spots which are really cool, and a couple of eating places in here as well for you to catch a meal before you dash off for that flight. Just to show you how close it is to the JetBlue terminal. Right out that window. Right there's Terminal 5. So all the rooms at the elevators bring you back out onto this, well, I guess it's kind of it's an air bridge, but it's basically a tunnel. And it's a very famous tunnel, this, of course, used in lots of movies. You'll have seen this one in Catch Me If You Can. One of the scenes for that film was shot in here with Tom Hanks in pursuit of Leonardo DiCaprio. So a very famous building, which has a lot of history attached to it, going way back to its days of being a real live actual airport terminal. But of course nowadays And for the last 5 or 6 years, this has been transformed into probably the closest hotel you're going to find to any airport, anywhere. So they've got a little TWA shop right here, selling loads of merch. A little bar area here. And we've got a photo booth over here, which is out of order. Good work. Classic phones. I wonder if they work. Do they? Are they just props now? Can you hear a dialing tone? No. All right. And over here, shoe shine. Again, all these are just sort of props and photo ops.
And then you put your feet like this.
And a man would clean your shoes. Can you get up? Yes, you can. And then some man would come and clean your shoes like this. And like this.
Shoe shine, shine. Is that the right song? No?
Probably not. So all the music that you're hearing being piped right throughout the building as well is set to that classic theme. I think the Mamas and the Papas are on right now. And the plane out here, which you can go out to, I think it's maybe a bar or a cocktail bar. It's absolutely lashing outside, but we're going to we'll maybe take a wee look at it. I mean, I can see the rain is actually pelting off the ground out there. I just explained this to everybody. You weren't listening.
I didn't hear you.
I think it's a cocktail bar.
Wow, can we go out?
I don't know if kids can go in or not.
Okay, fair enough. Why did we bring these two again? Joking.
Hotel doesn't feel that busy actually at all. It's very open, lots of space around you, and having just come from Times Square, that feels good, I have to say. Just to have a bit of space around you that you can swing a cat without anybody cramping your space. There's all these little sort of photo booth opportunities right here. There's Twister, and there's also Sweet and Glow salon here as well. Here, I'm going to work behind the counter. Look.
Hey guys.
Would anybody like a booking? Aidan, would you like a booking?
Yeah, please. For Solana.
Disclaimer, twist at your own risk. They're not forking out. If you break your neck, that's your problem.
Right, left foot. Right.
Oh,
Right, mommy.
something tells me that one always goes down there. There's another little space here that looks like it might be also a cocktail bar when they're busier, but there's nothing set out there at the moment. I love the symmetry of this place because I like good symmetry. Yes, yeah. So the Hughes wing is right over here where we're at, and then here is the Syrian wing right through there. So there's those two separate blocks. And here's a model to give you an idea of the layout here.
This is where we're standing. That's the airport. That's all run back there.
So this is where we're at, isn't it?
Yeah. And then there are the two of the terminals, aren't they?
Yeah, so these are the tunnels here. So this is is this the Hughes one here? Is this the one we're at? Not sure which is which, but it doesn't say. But you get the idea of. So we're here in the. I don't know. It's not on it. I thought that might have been a giveaway, but this is the main sort of terminal building here, and then the two tunnels out to the rooms here. And actually, it looks like now that I've seen it, probably. I mean, this is the runway out here, so these rooms are going to have a better view of the runway, and certainly the Hughes Tower, I think this is the Hughes Tower because it looks like it's got the closest view to the runway, as opposed to over here it's a bit in off the runway. But I think any of the rooms, to be fair, you're going to get a view of some kind of aviation of sorts going on. I love the fact they've still got the old classic clicker boards up here, and they still make that sort of classic sound whenever they click round to these destinations, which I'm guessing are all, well, the time is right, but I'm not sure. No, these are not made up. These are old because the logos are old, obviously. There's a TWA flight up there to Palm Springs, which obviously didn't happen. So this is just a prop. And this is the thing, it's so immersive and so well themed. It leaves you thinking, is that real? Is that hooked up? Do those phones actually have a ringtone? I'll show you actually, there's a baggage carousel belt behind the check-in, which would suggest that it's going somewhere or it's taking bags somewhere, which it's not, but it's on and it's running, and it just looks the piece. Have a look. It's very clever. Everything's gold plated and red plated, and gold plated with the red everywhere. This is the obviously this is the lobby, so this is where you're going to check in. There's plenty of seating around here as well, and there's loads of little artifacts and pictures to show you people as they were here at the TWA terminal back in the day. Nat King Cole, Marilyn Monroe, Frank Sinatra, just so much history. Pope John Paul, even Pope John Paul back in 1965. All these people who were here and passed through this terminal when it was an operating airport terminal back in the day. These classic little cute vehicles out here. This is a BMW one. All right, and then over here, let's see what this one is. I don't know if you can get inside them or not, probably not actually. But another little classic mobile here, an FMR. And again, do they actually work for the airport or the hotel? I'm going to say the actual airport. But that's how good the theming is in here. It leaves you thinking like, what's real, what's not. It's like if Disney did airports. So from what I can see, there's two options for food. As soon as you come into the lobby, directly to your right, there's a little food hall over here. I'll have a closer look, but it looks like it's snacks and sandwiches and quick sort of to-go beverages and things like that. Upstairs, directly up here, up this balcony here, is the Paris Cafe. And I think that's where we're probably going to eat, because we want to sit down and have something to eat, do we? Like we want to...
Yeah, I think we want to sit down.
I think that's probably... Is that more table service, maybe?
We'll have a look. All right,
we'll have a look and we'll make a call. Again, classic suitcases. They're all glued down to that. I remember suitcases before somebody came up with the idea of putting wheels on them, and it seems like that should have happened long before it did. 165,000 Americans flew commercial back in 1929, and in 1956 was the first year more Americans crossed the Atlantic by plane rather than ship. So a lot of aviation history for aviation enthusiasts sort of right through this this entire area. In terms of the little cafe, here's what's on the boards. So you've got smoothies, fresh juice, and then you've got some snacks, apples, fresh fruit here, refreshments, chips, bagels, muffins, Cornish, cherry Danish, maybe not Cornish, and then you've got ice cream here. You get gourmet cones, waffles. Hey, who is it? Which dude? The pilot. Yeah, and actually this is where you go back up to the Hughes wing and up to the Paris Cafe. This is so easy to miss. This little kind of when you check in and you're coming to the Hughes wing, they send you down this way. So we were heading right down there where these people are, and they'll come back in a second because they'll figure out that where they're looking for is through here. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, it's so easy to miss this. So it's actually a little break in the cafe area. And this is the only sign to tell you where you should be going. Yeah. So.
Oh, you're right.
There we go. I could have run after them and told them, but I did it. No one helped me, so. A little bit more history in some of these link corridors. 1962, the TWA Flight Centre terminal that now serves as the lobby we're in was built right here, and the entire structure was built with 60 drawings, and today you can even construct a doghouse with 60 drawings. It's true, and there are some of these drawings you can see. I'm not sure if these are the original prints in the case here, maybe they are actually, but it gives you the idea, and it also makes the point about how things were once done a lot easier than they are these days. Okay, that's the tunnel to the rooms. We're back up to the gift shop and the little bar. Oh, what's up again, is it? Oh, right. What am I thinking?
Yeah, that's the dinner menu. This is what's on right now, yeah. It's gonna be a no.
What's on right now? Eggs, pancakes and toasts, smoked meats and fish, bakery, juices. So what's wrong with this? It's just...
So breakfast. It's breakfast.
It's dinner.
Oh,
It's breakfast menu. It says it's the item menu.
so that is confusing.
She says it's the theatre menu, so... Oh no. It is definitely the right breakfast menu. That's the breakfast menu. That's why I'm so confused. Sorry. It was only because I'm like, is that what? Is that? I was like, there's no way. Sorry. That's okay. I was so sorry.
What's up,
You're
boy?
fine. I was like, why are we having
Outfit is so cute.
Oh, thank
I love
you.
your outfit.
What do you say?
Oh my god,
So what are we doing then?
Yeah, this is better. There's pizza.
Yeah, there's burgers and cheeseburgers and stuff. There we go.
Okay. Can we get a table? Yeah. For 4, yeah.
Yeah. Three and a half?
3 and a bit, yeah.
There we go.
So confused reading that.
That confused me till my breakfast.
Sorry about that.
Enjoy.
Thank you. So after a bit of confusion there over what menu was actually on, the wrong one was on display. So all breakfast stuff. So we're having dinner here. This is the Paris Cafe.
2 pizzas and 1 portion of fries between the 4 of us. What? No.
Where are the pizzas?
Down below.
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably, I mean, just check how big the pizzas are. I was going to get the cheeseburger, but I see that it's $34 for a burger, and I can't bring myself to pay $34 for a burger. $59 there for the tenderloin, and actually the menu looks pretty dear. I mean, $14 for a chocolate chip cookie, ice cream, $12. It's all very dear. I think it's dear. It's dear for me.
I think this is, to be fair, I think I get the whole thing. It's quite like,
Yeah.
I think it's like
Well, it's like
proper breakfast.
you're nearly waiting for like an airplane pilot or a hostess to come out and start, I don't know, flying a plane or something.
Order a glass of wine. I thought you were
No,
going to me off.
yeah, I think it's just like there's no doubt it's overpriced, but again, we probably should have just had a bagel downstairs in the cafe. What do you think of the pizza? It's okay. It's probably not worth, what was it, 20, how much? $25. We got just 1 portion of chips between us, which is probably going to be okay, to be fair. Fries. And how much was the wine? You said you priced the wine? They're having it over there. They're having a bottle.
21
So
a glass.
21 for a glass. So you're paying airport prices, you see, because you're technically in the airport. There's the monorail that connects the terminals going around there. So, yeah, I mean, you would be paying this in the airport. So, and it doesn't. I mean, it's I wouldn't have had much hope that the burger for $35 would have been worth it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
No, a bit much. So I went for a Coke instead.
And I just had some red sauce because that's all I can afford at this point. So at the end of the big red carpet tunnel, you'll find the elevators that take you directly down into Terminal 5. Again, there's a load more information about Trans World Airlines and how it started off back in its early days. And over here, I guess this would have been like the founder's office, a replicate of that of Howard Hughes. Nemesis Joanne Tripp founded TWA's Pan American Airways, and he says Howard thwarted a TWA takeover attempt in 1941. So big globe here, and then there's all the kind of office memorabilia here, including the phone. Looks like a drink, plastic. You come straight through that tunnel, down the elevator, and you arrive bang in the middle of the JetBlue terminal. It really is that quick and simple. I would literally say it was like a 30-second walk through that tunnel. Keep in mind the red carpet pulls a bit on the bags, so you'll need to yank them along there a bit, but once you clear that, you're basically straight in. So easy. If you're flying out of JetBlue, Terminal 5, that hotel there, it's just like we woke up literally 15 minutes ago. Incredible. All the rooms have their numbers here, and they've all got little lights outside each of the doors, which is pretty cute. This is the scanner for your room key. Ours has been a bit temperamental actually, so you need to use it for the lift and the door. They did honour the room request, which is quite good. You had to ask for a high floor, so they put us right on the top floor.
There seems to be a lot going on here.
And this is the room on the 8th floor of the Hughes block. The reason why I picked the Hughes section, there's two blocks of course, was that I knew this one would be closer for the pool, and we are going to the pool a little bit later on, although the weather is pretty pants outside, so we're going to see how that fares up. But so far the plan is to be at the pool a little later on. This is the room. It's a double queen and it's runway facing. The blinds are closed because we'll save the best for last really. You pay the extra price for that runway view, and I'll show you that in just a second because that is absolutely phenomenal. But first the room, and I have to say, having just come from Times Square, New York city centre, like so many of the hotels, they're very small rooms. Straight away you just notice the space even here, don't you? Yeah.
More, yeah.
Much more. So we had a double queen where we were. We've got a double queen here, but there's more space in between the beds here. And actually, I think the beds actually might be bigger, even though they're supposedly queen. But anyway, there's a little lamp here. There's some charging stations right here, depending on what your connection is. They've got that catered for. Yeah, little switch there for the light. They've got some nice artwork along here. It says California, Switzerland, Fly TWA, and zebras from Africa right here. They've got nice little kind of low level lighting just around the kind of the skirting there, which is pretty good. I assume you can probably zone it somewhere, can you? I don't know, I haven't looked at that. There must be some way. Bathroom in there in just a second. On the entrance at the door, you've got these nice thick gold hangers. Those are the sort of thing that you'd probably try to take. They're good quality, classic hangers, and of course the theme for this hotel is vintage, so you just know that's like a hanger your ma or your granny would have had. A couple of spots here to put your stuff on, and some more down here. There's no closet space, that's the one thing to mention here in these hotels, but I guess they figure that people probably aren't staying here long enough. You're probably here for a night, like who's staying here for more than a night? So there's none of that. There is a little fridge down here. We've got a drink in here, and there's a little drawer with a safe down there if you require it. Over here there's a full, basically floor to ceiling mirror to look at yourself. You've got your temperature control here, which was freezing when we came in. It was blowing a lot of cold air out of there, but it was good. The room was nice and icy cold and fresh. We've since knocked that off. There's no bins in this hotel, so they encourage you to recycle here and put your garbage there. So it's kind of fitting in with like the eco system. We don't like that, do we? No. So I think, yeah, and because there's so much sort of limited space here as to where you'd be eating, they're sort of encouraging you to put your dirty food and your dirty, God knows what. Yeah, but still, don't know if we like this. But anyway, some more sockets here. Big TV. Actually, what's that, about maybe 45 inch, maybe bigger? Pretty good sized TV. Did you know what this was, by the way? This girl knew.
What is it?
What is this? What is this? How did you know that was a telephone? I wonder if it works. Oh, it does. You can actually, you can hear 1962 in there. Yeah, you can dial 0 for the front desk, 1 for outside, and 7 if you're going to ring room to room. And then they've got these cute little pencils here, which no doubt will be...
They'll be going home.
They'll be going home as well. TWA, and I guess they probably account for these not staying. TWA Hotel. There was a notepad, which you're writing an essay on. What are you writing?
She's writing a review.
A review? Sure, we're only just in the room.
She'll read it out in a wee minute.
Okay, all right.
Wow.
Fair enough. Okay, so that's the room. There's a chair here. There's another more comfortable chair there, and there's a little kind of footstool here with a drawer there too. So it's okay, isn't it, for a night? No storage space though, as I said, so all our bags are just there at the moment. We'll move them once I've finished recording. Oh, there's some more mirrors here, and a couple of nice big classic glasses, a little ice jar here, and some more glasses hanging up here. So that is the room, but the view of the runway coming up. Will we do it now? Will we do it now? Okay, so to open the blinds, there we go. You're going to use this little switch here, and these automatically open. Now these are complete blackout blinds here, and a lot of people asking, of course, because you're so close to the runway, what about the noise? When they changed this place from an airport terminal into a hotel, of course, they factored that in, and these are ultra quiet rooms now, where they're basically soundproof. They've put them in soundproofing, so that as much as you can see this incredible view here of the runway, you cannot hear the planes and the engines of the 747s as they blast right past the window. And there is our view. Now obviously, unfortunately it's rainy. If it stops raining, I'll do a little bit of a video on the view, but you get the idea with this. Luckily we're flying JetBlue from Terminal 5 tomorrow down to Orlando, and this is the JetBlue Terminal 5 part of the hotel. I think there's 7 terminals in total at JFK, so we're really lucky that we're actually going to be flying JetBlue, and basically there's the terminal right outside the window, and it's connected. It's directly, you will be able to see it. We'll be walking from the hotel straight over into Terminal 5, but you can see there, as I just zoom out onto the runway there, you can see the plane taking off. It's just really bad about the visibility. You can see out here as well the actual holding pattern that the planes are in here looking to take off, all lined up over here. And there's this little, I guess, loop road here that just sort of goes around the front and down here as well. But the view just out onto the runway and seeing the planes taking off is really what you're paying for, and I'll get to the price at the end of this video. What do we think, Eden?
Good.
Do you like it? Yeah. What do you see out there? Tell everybody what you see. Airplanes. Do you like the hotel?
Yeah.
It's a good view, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, needless to say, you're paying extra for this view. I'm not sure what the other side of the hotel, there are rooms on both sides of the corridors obviously. I'm not sure what the other room's looking out on, but it seems to me if you're paying for this and you've got kids with you, this is the little bit of entertainment you want. Okay.
So this is my bathroom.
This is the bathroom, and again, straight away, so much more space than where we've just come from on Times Square. Huge walk-in shower. You could fit about, what, like 8 people in there. You've got shampoo and conditioner and body cleaner there with the branded bottles. You've got some shelving space here. Big overhead shower right here. And then...
This is to turn up, you have to turn it.
What do you do? Do it outside. So you just turn it around once and it goes on. How do you control the temperature of the water?
This is cold. This is hot.
Okay, so the further you turn it around, the warmer the water goes. Cool.
And then put this, Then this is my mirror.
A couple of hooks here. Your mirror, oh my goodness. Big Hollywood style mirror. I mean, that's kind of, it feels a little bit over the top, doesn't it, for this bathroom? But by the same token, again, it's part of that theme of this sort of vintage 20s, 30s airport style.
We love it.
I love it.
Plenty of
How many people
towels
can you fit in the shower?
down here. About 8, I think. About 8.
Can you do it?
Well,
1,
I think so.
2,
Toilet.
3.
The one and only bin. You got some more tissues and toilet roll here. And more tissues
Look, we're all
up
in the
here.
bathroom.
We can all fit in this bathroom,
We're all in.
which means we couldn't do that in
wet.
Times Square, could we?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the bathroom is decent, and again, where's the basin? What's it like? It's a little bit, I thought it might have been a bit bigger, but it's okay. It's all you need.
I don't know what.
Some soap here.
You can't tell what's hot or cold.
And a few charging points, and for your razor. And what's this do? Oh, that's the,
Turns.
that turns that off and on.
That turns that off.
There we go. Right, we're happy with our bathroom. And we're happy with our bedroom. Yeah, there's another little slither of a mirror that's
I
so
have to check the beds.
thin I can't even fit in that mirror.
The beds are quite hard.
The beds are hard. What are the pillows like?
Oh, they're the pillows I don't like.
Oh, yeah, my big fat head sinks right into those. I'll need about
I don't
3 or 4 of those to prop up. Again, it'll be good later if this does clear up a wee bit and visibility improves, because then you can maybe see a wee bit more. But it's just, I don't know, it's been sunny all weekend and then it just started raining when we arrived here. So, bit unfortunate, but I have heard they have a swimming pool on the roof of this hotel. Aidan, they have a swimming pool on the roof of this hotel. Did you know that?
No.
No? Would you like to go and have a look at that?
Wait, is it covered?
No, it's outside pool. But there'll be like somewhere to shelter as well, I think. I know, but you're going to be wet anyway in a pool.
Well, no way.
And it's heated to 100 degrees. Well, it's heated to, I think, 95 degrees.
Is that warm?
It's like, yes, it's warm.
Is it boiling?
It's not boiling, but it's warm enough that you'll not be worried about the cold. And it's not even that cold outside, it's just wet.
I don't even have gold.
So before committing to the rooftop pool, we've had to come and do a recce just to make sure that it's...
I don't think I'm going to commit.
No, she's not going to commit. But you can see the steam coming off it. It's just obviously, it's a bit soggy out, but you pay an extra, I think it was maybe $14, $16 or something, and you reserve your time. But there's obviously no one here at the moment. No one may be mad enough. Nobody from such a cold enough country perhaps here that actually finds this appealing. So no, I'm good for it. So I'm committed. I've paid my money and I'm going in. But you can see, of course, what you're really paying for. There's this amazing heated to 95 degrees rooftop pool, but it's the watching the airplanes take off and land there, as you can see. And they do have an inside area as well. The girl just told us that because it's a little bit wet tonight, we can order a robe to the room. The room service will bring that up. Our housekeeping will bring up a robe, and you can come down under the pool deck with a robe on there. Not in the rooms as standard, but you can request them. So what do we think? Huh? We're going to get our swimsuits?
So it's a big fat no for me. Like,
Well, you've paid. I paid for you. Useless. There's the tunnel into Terminal 5 right there. We ready to go, Eden? Ready to go? Girls ready to go. So they've got this wee seated area in here, which is a little bit warmer and certainly drier than it is outside at the moment. Full bar. Not sure if you get snacks here. It looks like you probably can, but obviously there's no one here right now because it's pretty wet, as we've covered outside. The theming continues with all retro games here.
How warm is it?
Okay, warm.
Is it? It's steamy looking?
It is warm.
It looks steamy.
It's not as warm as the steam.
Wow, and look at the planes. How deep is it?
The closest deep is 3 feet 6 inches here. I don't know what's deeper over there. But
Well, Eden looks to be swimming good there. She's loving it. And the planes are taking off.
It's wetter and it's more miserable standing out there than it is in here. I guarantee it.
Me. This is me currently. Say hi. Not okay.
Right.
Watch this. Watch it.
Woo!
Watch it. One more time.
Eden!
Right, before we go to bed here, you got to show everybody one last time out the window. Show everyone the plane's taking off. What is there? Come and tell everyone.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look. This is the nighttime view out the window.
Tell Mommy to sleep in our bed tonight.
Excuse me, are they not my crisps? Yeah, I thought so.
I'm having one.
You can have one. I don't think you'll like them. They're buffalo flavour, the brownie.
I like them.
You like buffalo flavour? Are you sure?
Sure.
Are you sure you like buffalo flavour?
I like it.
Check us out giving directions to people, like we know what we're doing.
I know, well, I hope we've sent her in the right direction. She's looking for Terminal 5, and one of the perks about staying in this hotel, apart from everything else you've seen, is that that tunnel connects directly into the JetBlue terminal, which is what we're flying, and that's Terminal 5, and there's 7 terminals in total here.
Yeah,
so
it's big. I met a woman last night who actually just flew the whole way over here with her son just to stay at the hotel, not even for anywhere else, not to go to New York, not to go on another connecting flight, just to come here because he's plane obsessed and it's the perfect location to watch planes. So yeah, really, really good, really recommend.
Yeah, if you're a plane spotter, you're not going to get anywhere else.
No, unbelievable.
Like this.
That little boy was in his absolute element. It was really nice to watch, actually.
And not only, I suppose, if you're a plane spotter, but if you just want to be really close to the hotel or to the airport for whatever reason, you will not really get closer.
No, and it's
than
just
this.
such a fun hotel. It's so well themed. The kids absolutely loved it. Like everything is just down to a T.
Yeah.
They've got it.
I saw some
really
negatives on YouTube before we came, and again, with hindsight now, it was looking back on it, it was like single travellers or people use with staying in sort of normal kind of airport accommodation.
Yeah.
And I can see why, if that's what you were expecting, like a Hilton, near the airport or something. It's not that, you should.
Not that vibe.
If you want something like that, just stay in one of the regular airport accommodations. This is heavily themed. It's very specialist. You're an aviation fan or a child, you're going to really appreciate this in a way that probably most normal people, adults staying on their own, probably wouldn't appreciate, unless, of course, you just want that proximity to the airport. Getting onto the price side of things, finally, it was $450 for the night. It worked out about an extra $50-$60 if you wanted that airport
Yeah.
or that runway view, as they call it.
Yeah.
So we had a double queen. That is expensive for a night
Airport
in
hotel.
accommodation, an
Yeah.
airport hotel, and it was typically a couple of $100 more than you'd pay for one of the sort of nearby hotels. But it was probably worth it.
I thought it was brilliant, and I don't usually like things like this, but actually I thought it was really well themed. It was so clean. It was like the room was a good size. It was all I think to be fair, I don't think for the view especially, I don't think the price was horrendous.
Yeah, thumbs up. I'd have no hesitation in
No, me
recommending it
neither.
as long as you're prepared to get your head around that sort of price point. It is going to sit traditionally a little bit heavier than or a little bit more expensive than anything else. And you
Yeah.
have to book online through their website. I don't think you can get this on Booking or Expedia
'cause we actually
or anything
thought
like
it was
that.
sold out, didn't
Yeah.
we? Like we thought we were never getting it.
So it was only on their own website could
Yeah.
you book this. The only thing that I would really criticise heavily is just the price of everything else. So I can nearly get my head around the $400 for one night at the airport,
Yeah.
but $5 for a Diet Coke, $5 for a packet of chips, packet of crisps.
Yeah.
That to me was just extortionate. And I know you're paying airport prices, but I can't make peace with that.
It was expensive.
I'd rather pay
The food
more
was expensive.
for the room. It was like $25 for a really tasted
Like
a bit
a
like
snack.
an oven pizza, wasn't it? Really?
It wasn't great. It was okay, but it wasn't great.
It was okay, but it's just the money doesn't make sense when you're buying. So I don't mind, rip me off for the hotel room, but being ripped off for like buying a drink
it was
or
expensive.
a bottle of water.
It was expensive because even in Times Square, like right in the centre of New York, it probably wasn't even just.
No, I
as dear
think
as
it was
that.
more
Like,
expensive than that.
More
I think it's like
expensive.
it's the prices you'll pay in the airport
Yeah.
and some more
Yeah.
as well. But look,
Yeah.
this is what you're really paying for. So obviously it's the middle of the night here now, but this
still going.
and the music's still going. This little board was lit up a second ago to have the year 1922, which
62.
was it 62?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Maya, what did the board say? 19.
Oh, she says 1992.
No, it was definitely 60s.
I think it
This
was.
is the 60s. It's
Yeah.
definitely-
Okay. Yeah. It was 19.
It was the 60s. In the 20s, they definitely didn't have an airport like this. Let's be honest.
It was yeah. Well, no, they didn't have in the 20s. No. Well, I mean,
No.
obviously that was when aviation. It's gone now anyway. She's away to find out. No, that was when aviation kicked off in the 20s. But yeah, 60s, I suppose. 50s, 60s is regarded as the
Definitely.
golden age
And
of
this is definitely,
travel.
Like this twister, this isn't the 20s, this is the 60s.
Yeah,
Here she
okay.
comes. Who was right?
1962.
Who was right?
You were right.
Nah, nah,
yeah.
nah, nah, nah.
Okay, that's where we'll leave the video. What do you do at the end of the video?
Come on.
Like, follow, subscribe for more videos just like this one. What?
And go follow the man.
What? What did she say?
Go follow my channel.
Go follow my channel. Right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.